نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكذلك جعلناكم أمة وسطا لتكونوا شهداء على الناس ويكون الرسول عليكم شهيدا. Respected teachers, honorable guests, and versatile Islamic scholars, I feel glad to get honored to speak on the topic Moderate Islam, Facts and Myths. Dear audience, it is widely witnessed across the world that Islam is systematically targeted, defamed, and denigrated by false and hollow accusations labeled against the shining teaching and perfect guidance to put a stop to its rapid spread and growing acceptance among the world communities. One of the most perfidious and odious allegations created against Islam by evil genius is the term moderate Islam. Let's know all the details about this false claim. There is no denying the fact that Islam is a religion of moderation, justice, peace, and brotherhood. It is neither extremist nor violent, nor is prone to conflict. Rather, it is herald of human security, protection, and prosperity. All sets of its injunctions and directions, principles and doctrines, and its entire traditions and customs are based on both moderation and wisdom. Islam always condemns all shapes of extremism, radicalism, fanaticism, and forbids its adherents to refrain from such baseless dogmas and stay away from unfounded thoughts in order to keep the whole human community united together and to lead the whole nations to the moderate and fair coexistence. Dear brethren, the term moderate Islam is such a cool rumor which the Islamic history had never heard in its all phases, from the prophetic period down to the age we live in. It is not traced in Islamic jurisprudential, theological, or early philosophical text. There is talk of tolerant Islam which treats people well and justly and calls on them to surrender to Allah freely. But not a single early Islamic thinker uses the term moderation, which I think differs in its definitional and conceptual meaning from the notion of tolerance. The fact that the other two monotheistic Abrahamic religions, Judaism and Christianity, don't use the term moderate in their intellectual history either makes the matter more ambiguous. In Christianity, there is conservative and liberal Christianity, orthodox and unorthodox, traditional and non-traditional, normative textual Christianity, and intellectual rational Christianity. But you won't find the term moderate Christianity, all of which makes the issue of understanding the term moderate Islam impossible from a comparative religion perspective. I did not find, even today, intellectual research-based texts credible and written by religious scholars and Islamic thinkers that explain what does the fabricated term moderate Islam mean. Does moderate Islam mean that a Muslim can drink alcohol, go to clubs, dance, and basically do whatever he or she wants and at the same time claims to be a Muslim? Does moderate Islam mean that a Muslim should give up his religious rights and Islamic ethics and submerge himself in all the other religious practices whatsoever? Does moderate Islam mean that a Muslim has no right to raise his voice against the people who are perpetrating brutality towards innocent people in the world? Does moderate Islam mean that a Muslim, practicing Muslim who prays 5 times a day and grows a beard is looked at as an extremist? If the case is so, then Islam has nothing to do with this ridiculous and absurd term. And the Western standard of extremism and moderation do not apply to the Islamic standards. Dear dignitaries and Islamic stars, let's cast a cursory glance on the Islamic teachings to trace if Islam had ever laid stress on extremism, leaving moderation aside. So dear friends, so the answer is no and never. But Islam is the only one religion which enlightened the whole world about moderation at the time when the entire globe was unfamiliar with equality and justice. The final heavenly book of Allah Almighty proclaims moderation plainly and assertively in Surah number 2, ayah number 143, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ وَيَكُونَ الرَّسُولُ عَلَيْكُمْ شَهِيدًا. And thus we have made your moderate community that you will be witnesses over the people and the messenger will be witness over you. Allah the Exalted in His power and glory not only refers Islam as moderate religion, but He introduces the adherents of Islam to the world community as moderate nation. and regard them witnesses over the nations as well. Dear brethren, I tremendously wonder that how the people who never happened to browse through the pages of the prophetic biography dare to chum his teaching immoderate. Nothing stimulated them but the hypocrisy and antagonism concealed in their hearts. How would the messenger of peace, mercy, fraternity emerge with the religion based on extremism and radicalism? How would the personality sent for the perfection of moderation promote the oppression and persecution among the humanity? While the Holy Quran introduces him as a mercy for all mankind, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Highly qualified attendees, Islam is indeed a moderate faith as it calls toward moderation in every aspect. For instance, monasticism is practiced in other faiths, but Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, prohibited his followers to practice it, as it deprives family and worldly rights of others. Let's proceed further. Celibacy is seen as holy in some faiths, but it is seen as deviation in Islam, as it leads to corruption in the society. Islam has a just and fair approach while dealing with the status of Jesus Christ and decreed his followers to stay moderate by calling Jesus Christ as one of the mightiest and most revered prophets of Allah. Muslims do not degrade his position as Israelis do, nor do they exaggerate as some Christians do, claiming that Prophet Jesus is the God or Son of God. As a conclusion, Islam has been the balanced and moderate religion since its inception and emergence on the horizon of Arabian Peninsula, and will continue to be the same in all courses of the human history till the doomsday. And it has no scope for any innovation to peep in its fortified fort. May Allah give us tawfiq to understand Islam in the best manner and keep away from deviation. Ameen. Thank you. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.